She was taking money from the machine, right? What do you call that? ATM machine. And somehow she got a telephone call. Huh? And she kind of got excited about the telephone call and came. And then, okay, what is the money? No, the money! And she ran back and the money was there. I mean, can you imagine Macau? A place where people go back and forth all the time. The money was there. She's the kind of blessing talking to you about. I'm talking money because money is something that talks to us all, right? And the last one, Simone, myself, Deborah, Lita were planning to go on a trip, a long trip, and we had $1,000. I need to change $1,000 to help us with the trip. I waited in the car. Deborah and Simone, my wife, went to have the money changed or exchanged. And so they came, and we went our own business. And so when we came to church, after a couple of hours, 3 hours indeed, after doing some errands, buy things to take to the trip, take some stuff to clean everything so that we could go in peace. And I'm not sure whether I asked Simone or Simone asked me, but the question was, where is the money? For me, I asked Simone for the money. Where is the money? Where is the money? You have the money. So I don't know. How is the car? Oh, maybe Deborah has the money. No, I thought I left. Yeah, I thought you had the money. So who has the money? Oh, maybe it's back in that shop. See the scenario? Maybe I know $1,000 not much for you, but for us it is. So we ran to the shop. And when we got there was no money. And then, I'm not sure whether it was Simone or Deborah plus the person in charge. And to make a long story short, someone found the money sitting nicely on next to the windows or kiosk or whatever. And so that person took the money and said, "This is not mine. Maybe someone forgot here." And gave the money to the shop. And so they kept it. So when they run into the shop and ask for the money, they ask, "Oh, you were the one. Can I see your ID?" And they start asking questions, valid questions, of course. But the money was there. And then we retrieved the $1,000. Why? Because God kept it for us. And then you say, "Pastor, you know about that money that I lost?" You lost, not God. You lost, not God. Don't ask me. God doesn't keep your money, okay? If you lost, not God. Friends, you need to understand that the Lord will command the blessing. Now, listen to this. Turn to someone and say, "Listen."
Listen.
Why God said the blessing? Why God said the blessing? Because the blessing is His presence. The blessing is His presence. And the Lord will command the blessing on you. So what you and I need to have in our lives when we obey God is only one thing: His presence. His presence. It's like having those very, very good credit cards. Okay, those ones you can buy. There's some credit cards. There's no limit. No limit. You can buy whatever. You just put it there. You buy whatever. Even a car if you want to. No limit. I know for some of us, does it exist? Yes. You see, you just have that and whoo, you can do a lot of damage. You see, God's presence in your life is the only thing you need. You don't need blessings. You don't need healings. You don't need prosperity. When you have God's presence in your life, guess what? You have everything.
Amen.
That's what you need. How many can say amen?
Amen.
Now the last verse. I'm excited. I was so blessed when I studied this because I know God wants you to know as well, and so that we could all be blessed by His word. Amen? Amen. Now let's read together. 1, 2, 3, go. The Lord will establish you as a people holy to Himself, as He has sworn to you, if you keep the commandments of the Lord your God and walk in His ways. God closes that with the right appealing to us. The Lord has established. The Lord has established you. You don't need to be concerned, neither worried about establishing yourself. I need to prepare my self-image. You know, like using all those stuff that ladies put on their face. But now some men too, but anyway, let's keep the ladies first. You know, you can make it look nicer maybe, but who you are is who you are, right? You cannot change it. Right? And that's the way it is. So you need to understand, that's why God said, the Lord will establish. You can try your best, you can do your best, but it's the Lord who establishes you. And when the Lord establishes you, no one can shake you. No one can change your place because the Lord Himself will establish you. And He's going to establish you. Now, please pay attention to this. As a rich man, as a rich woman, as an important man, as an important woman, as someone who's praised, as someone who's well knowledgeable, as someone who walks like a king or like a princess or like a queen, if you're older. No, none of this. None of this. None of this. Please understand this. God is not interested in making you rich or poor. No. Please stop there. Prosperity is something else. What God is looking is to establish you as a people holy to Himself. So what you need is God's presence so God knows you are His possession. My friend, if you are in God's hands, you have it. If you are God's belong, you have it. But He is the one who established and ordained the blessing. If you understood, say yes.
Yes.
Now, He closes. He says, you keep the Lord's commandments. You know, of course, in the New Testament, we have what Jesus taught us. He, of course, the man of God is talking about the 10 Commandments. But as we apply this to our lives today, it means what Jesus taught us to do, including the Old Testament as well, of course. If you keep God's commandments and walk in His ways. Pastor, I believe in Jesus, my Lord and Savior. Amen. I respect you and I believe. I trust in your belief. But listen, with due respect, it is not enough. But I pay my tithes and I go to church and I help the poor and I'm a good father and I'm a good mother, I'm a good son and daughter, and blah, blah, blah. I understand all of this is so nice to hear. Really nice. But let me tell you this, it is not enough. Not enough. You need it to walk in His ways. Oh, when you walk in His ways, that's when the world sees Jesus in you. Not you anymore. It's Jesus in you. And when you walk like Jesus walked, when you speak like Jesus spoke, when you do what Jesus did, my goodness, you are indeed God's possession. Because that was Jesus' business, to do what God asked him to do. In conclusion, total obedience to God. This is the key to unlock His mighty blessings to your life. And those, now is you need to understand this, and those around you. And you're blessed. Your family is blessed. I'm not talking about salvation now. I hope you understand that. I'm not talking about salvation now. If you're a happy person, hey, your family will be very happy. If you're a cranky person, you're cranky? Not Frankie, cranky. If you're a moody person, if you're that person who's who knows what you're thinking, everybody around you will feel really nice. But if you are blessed, all around you will be blessed. Your friends and your family, they will be blessed because of God's blessing in your life. And the only thing you need to do is to act upon that beautiful password, which is
obedience.
I've never been obedient to God. Once I was, but now I'm no longer. When you put your wrong passwords there, what the website tells you to do? Try again. Right? Try again. Oh, that's so many times with me. Try again. That's why I got this manager app that helps me to do it. Right? But, okay, have you been forgetting that password in your life? Can you not access God's blessing to you? No worry. Hey, start again. But there's no new word. It's the same word. Obedience. Just type again. Obedience. And walk in that. And God's going to bless you. I'm going to ask you to stand with me, please. Friends, let me say this honestly to you. I can't see how could a person reject that God or this God. I can't see how could a person in his own right mind reject such a God who is prepared and capable to download, this is not download, right? To download all these blessings upon you. There's only one thing that prevents people to do this, or doing this. It's the willingness of not to do what God wants them to do. So if you don't want to be obedient, that's your own business, and I respect your decision. But please don't blame my God when you don't have what you ask. Because the password is already given to you in His Word. So today, now, we're going to pray. I know you need blessings. I need blessings. And I tell you this because when I prepared this message, this teaching, I was so much blessed and I was so overwhelmed by His grace and His power. Not because I'm good, it's because I decided to be obedient. So now I'm going to ask you to do two things. Either to repent for not being obedient, or to ask God to help you to be obedient. And if you have been trying your best to be obedient, maybe you can ask God, God, give me strength to move on, doing better. I needed to be obedient because I need to have that blessings. I need to have that, Lord. I need to have that. I cannot open, my hands of that. I cannot leave you, God. Like I want that blessing, that financial blessing. I want that family blessing. I want that possession that you told the people of Israel in 28 of Deuteronomy.